Yeah, hey, ready for that kidney punch now?
Yeah, that was good. That was good. I was gonna do all that, but thanks for like ruining. Nah, I don't need to punch you. You did good. You did good. Those were like really good bad jokes. So I know I'm supposed to like leave and like hang up the microphone and all this, but like here we go. Because my wife told me not to tell this story, so I feel like obligated to tell this story. And it's actually about the first time I did comedy, so you know it's going to be a nightmare. But the first time I did comedy was, so I was at, Johnson County Community College, not to brag, community college education. Woo! But, so I'd already gotten kicked off of the radio show, which I'd love to talk about, but that's another story. And I just had, like, do you have, like, the can't help it's when it comes to comedy? Like, you just, like, there's something about it, like, you just need to do it. And I just felt like, this is my calling, this is my passion. I mean, I've loved comedy since I was in 3rd grade, getting kicked out for reciting Chris Rock routines. They'd be like, hello, is this Miss McGinley? Hi, you need to kid pick Mason up today. Yeah, apparently he taught everyone in class that there's 2 types of African Americans, and Black History Month, no less. Like, really, really bad stuff. But so I found this pamphlet, and it was basically just like a spoken word expressionist like style. Like, you come up, you just do your little thing, and then you get off. And I was like, great, this is exactly what I need. So I signed up, I'm at the show, and it's kind of like a simplistic thing. There's like 12 performers, we're all backstage, and it's just the person performs, you're stage right, you're behind the curtain, that person does their little bit, they go off, and then you come on. Very simple, we all know how this works. So I'm standing stage right, and I should probably add context. No one's doing comedy. Like, everyone's doing these really artsy-fartsy short stories and poems. And I'm just like, I'm gonna kill it. Like, I'm like a sociopath. I'm like, doesn't matter. When I get on, the chuckles are gonna be arriving. And this is kind of where the nightmare begins. Because the woman before me was a woman named Patricia Rodriguez. And she reads a poem that she wrote called Even When My Brother's Not Home. Even when my brother's home, he's not home. And the poem was about how her brother had returned from Iraq, and he was having trouble acclimating back to civilian life. And it was about the trials and tribulations, it was about supporting the troops, and it's about family and love. And she ends her poem by saying, La familia no es algo importante, la familia es todo, which means family is not just something important, family is everything. And I have like a remedial Spanish, that's probably not at all what it was. But the audience goes fucking bananas. Like, they start throwing roses, and they do a double standing ovation. So they got up from their chair, and we're like, that's not enough. And then they stood on the chair, and they're just clapping. And I'm just like, this is not gonna go good. So I walk out, and I'm just staring at like 40 faces. Like, some of them are still calling their grandma, saying they love her. And I just go, yeah, so my mom's a real bitch. She does stuff like makes me clean my room, or dies when I'm 12, and the room is dead silent. So I think, all right, now I got him hooked. So I tell them this next joke, which goes, do you guys know what the stranger is? It's when you sit on your hand and it gets numb and then you pleasure yourself. What? I like to do it until it gets all sweaty so it feels like it's his first time and he's nervous. The room is quieter than space. Like, it is dead silent, and I just go, okay, you guys have been great, honestly, great audience. This has been the worst Make-A-Wish ever. And I put the mic up, and I just walk off stage. Now, I've told this story a couple times, and everyone always wonders, well, did they clap? I don't know. I left one the strongest joke and I took off, and that's what comedy's about. So thank you everyone for coming tonight, and I really appreciate it.